Well, welcome to your biggest roadblocks. And one of the big ones is negative bias. And we are programmed towards negative bias. We are programmed to seek out the things in our environment that can potentially harm us. And it makes sense, right? This is primal programming. Our nervous system has evolved less than 1% since primitive man was looking for the saber-toothed tiger in the bushes. And we still have the negative bias, and we are still continually scanning the environment, which now is emails, texts, our boss, our families, all of these things where we're looking for potential danger, constantly scanning, keeping ourselves safe. And this worked really well when we had limited problem-solving abilities and needed to be highly reactive. But we've evolved since then. And even though we've got this, it's less than 1%, the 1% that has evolved is our higher order problem-solving skills. And not only can these preempt danger, we can come up with unique and ingenious ways to avoid it. And still, what most of us do is use this creative genius to think about even more ways that we can be hurt, creating danger where none exists, going over past events and catastrophizing what could have been. So think about animals, think about horses, mares in particular, very protective of their foal. And if a mare senses danger, she will react quickly, be quite skittish, and move away. And then once she knows that she's safe, you'll notice that she will just go back to grazing. She doesn't congregate with the other mares and go through all of the what ifs, further adding to the stress and upsetting the foal. It's not, what if I wasn't there? What if I was there and I got bitten by the snake and then there was no one to look after the foal? Oh, what if the foal also got hit? And on and on and on. No. Animals, and particularly prey animals like the mare, like horses, they are on alert. And yet even on alert, they still have that sense of, no what ifs. We'll just graze around until we know that there's danger, and then we'll do something about it. So what can we do? We have 60,000 thoughts a day, and 80% are negative. So as an exercise, really quickly now, I want you to just time yourself and see how quickly you can name 15 things that you don't like about yourself, and then 15 things that you love about yourself, and see how you go there. Because again, this judgment of ourselves is there to keep us safe. This negative bias, if I can see it and I know there's something wrong, well, then nobody's going to blindside me by criticizing me. Makes sense, except that it doesn't. So we have only 5% of new thoughts in any given day, things that we've never thought about before. In module 2, you looked at parenting the backseat driver, the conscious mind, the bully mind, the storyteller. And you can see here the importance of keeping the stories in check, and the reason why we tell ourselves so many things that are unpleasant. New thoughts are what get you out of old patterns of thinking and behavior. Often people get stuck in situations and relationships because they're using their old thought patterns to find the answers. And if the answer was there, they would have already found it. So as Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and getting the same result, but expecting a different one. So at least once a day, and again, this was Einstein, allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. So what I invite you to do is spend a couple of minutes every morning tapping into your ideal destination. This is where the importance of the daily roadmap for change plays out. Start the day with new thoughts. Create a gratitude practice. Every time life feels unfair, find one thing that is good, just one, and build from there. And as you go through this module, you will see that all of these roadblocks can link to each other and reinforce the negative impact. So unraveling each thread takes time and practice. The good news is that your results will start to create momentum, and what felt slow at the start soon becomes unstoppable. You will notice your negative bias. You will start to change the emphasis you place on negative thoughts, and your life will change. Now, again, I've really tapped into Einstein for this lesson here. Small is the number of them that see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Without allowing, this is my bit on the end, without allowing the negative bully mind to get in the way. So enjoy creating those new happy thoughts. Enjoy recognizing how many times a day you're letting the negative bully mind get in the way. So, and just enjoy the freedom that comes with recognizing that that point of view is honestly just a story that your very, very creative genius of a mind is making up to keep you safe.